I'm right here. I'm so excited.
Sure. No, the game is great. I might like. I need some more positive energy around me to play the goddamn game.
Oh my god, we slaughtered them. I was a bit... Like, maybe I went a bit too hard on this.
Before humanity goes completely extinct, then just let's at least make a better version of humanity.
Bam. We're live. We are, in fact, live. Or at least, I'm live. Ymir Politopoulos, always right here. And right next to me, the one, the only, the frozen...
Omar Bechter, where did you get this picture from? I mean, what?
I picked it up from one of your streams. So you can see him over there,
Jeez.
face palming, because his camera would not connect. So we have a still freeze from him, so you can see his beautiful face. But unfortunately, no moving Omar for this stream. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, everything went fine until Logitech became a shitty company and decided not to work. So, I mean, yeah.
It happens from time to time, I guess.
But I have holiday for a week, so...
Holiday, let's
I'm
go.
fine.
Today, I'm very excited. I'm very hyped. I am very hyped because...
What's the last time you were this hyped?
It's been a while since I was this hyped
Was it Hades?
for a game. I don't know. I've been hyped with games from time to time, but like it's not. The weird thing is that usually I get hyped with games because I know when a game is coming out and I've like checked things out. I'm like, okay, this looks pretty fucking interesting. I'm gonna check it out. In this case, I had no idea that this game was coming out. I had zero clue about anything, and then all of a sudden I browse on my like Twitter, and a colleague says, hey, this game looks very interesting. I should use it in my class. I'm like, oh, let's check it out. It's called Ozymandias. What can go wrong? Many things. But anyway, what can go wrong? And then I check it out. And turns it out that it's a 4X game, which for Omar is a yay. For me is a meh. But it has two important selling points. One, it is set in the Bronze Age, which is a yay. And they say it's a simpler version of a 4X game that strips down a lot of like the fluff and it focuses a lot more on the strategy, which has me very hyped because I will be honest, I kind of get bored with like, you know, paradox games and shit.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, Paradox isn't 4X. So
that is kind of true. That's kind of true.
No shame there.
I've played my fair share of Civ, but nothing remotely close to you or to Angus for that matter.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah.
J.A. Pasca with the 17 months. Sorry, I'm the one without the stream deck, so I have to make the sounds. And the quote, looks upon your works and despair. So let's disambiguate something before we move forward. We are playing Ozymandias. Now, Ozymandias, maybe you know, maybe you don't, is a poem.
I don't. I've got no clue.
Well, Ozymandias actually is a poem, right?
I mean, the only Ozymandias I know is from that Ballad of Buster McScrooge thing movie.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, this is a very nice reference. Very good. But actually, Ozymandias is a poem, which I have over there on my screen. That's why I'm looking there. It's a poem by Percy Bysshe, I want to say. I'm not sure how to pronounce the full name. It's actually a sonnet. It's a very short one. And it's also referenced in the game, in the opening intro of the game, which we're not going to see because I'm already through it. It's already... It references a quote from the sonnet. It references that my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. It's a pretty fun little sonnet, and it also has a historical background, the poem as such, because it was written in the 1800s. In fact, it was written in 1818, and it's supposed to be referencing Ramses II, which is very adequate for this particular game, which is set in the Bronze Age, because Ramses II did in fact reign during the late Bronze Age. But he's not called Ramses II, he's called Ozymandias because that was the name that the Greeks used for Ramses II. To be exact, they would call him Ozymandias. And that came from
Why did they call him that?
Ozymandias?
Do you know?
Yeah, they called him that because they actually Ramses also had two other names. He was called the Usermatre Setenpenre, which stands for the truth of Ra is powerful, chosen of Ra. And the Usermatre means that the truth of Ra is powerful. He was the favored of the god Ra, hence also Ramses. And they used the Usermatre to turn it somehow into Ozymandias. Don't ask how. The Greeks were very weird when they turned names into other names. But there is also a very colonial history behind this poem, because it is very much influenced by not exactly the arrival, but it's influenced by this giant statue. If any of you has been to the British Museum, the statue fragment of Ramses II, which is also known as Younger Memnon, which has a really big history behind it, because there were a lot of people who actually wanted to acquire that statue, among them also Napoleon, who wanted to take it for France. But in the end, it was the British who actually took the statue in the British Museum. So in that sense, it also has a very colonial history behind it, both the poem and, of course, the movement of the statue in the British Museum. That is it, more or less, in terms of like the knowledge bombs for now. But I thought it was pretty interesting that the game is inspired by this. Yes, Greek being Greeks, indeed. Greeks being Greeks. Pasco says it's also mentioned in the Watchmen, the Ozymandias, which is, of course, very correct. Ozymandias in the comic is sort of an anti-villain. Everything is anti-heroes, anti-villains in Watchmen, and Ozymandias is one of these anti-villains. So, without further ado, because I've been talking for a very long time, let's move into the game. Bam. Omar has disappeared, but I can promise you, he's still here. Right, Omar?
Am I though? I don't know.
I hope that you are. So, I thought I'm gonna play a bit of this game, and let's see how it goes. Of course, I did.
Who needs introductions? Who needs tutorials?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I thought as well. Like, whatever. I got this. We got this. I am with the 4X master here. Another fun fact: Shelley is the husband of Mary Shelley, who wrote this Frankenstein. Wow. Disembodied Omar voice for extra spookiness. So, this game, I went through the menu. It has a how to play section, which is very interesting because you can either play the tutorial, you can watch a video where it explains it, or just read the bloody thing. And it's like a little journal, which I thought was super cute. I think it's a very nice way of saying, hey, if you choose your own way of learning about this, if you want. The game,
As someone who has explained the 4X in text, it's just don't try.
Yeah. I mean,
it's impossible.
It was. I read through this. It was actually pretty comprehensive and fine if you sort of know what the game is.
If you know what a 4X game is and how they work, right? I mean.
Then we have a story campaign, which looks, well, in a way, it looks very colonial, from such a period anyway, which is very interesting. If you click here, it has, well, the poem, in fact, right? By Shelley, that you can read. I'm not gonna try to read it in its rhythm, and it also has a lot of actually historical figures, like Florence Bell, who we also see here, I believe.
Oh, it's Gertrude Bell. Come on.
Oh yeah, Gertrude Bell, who we see here, of course. So we can either. I'm gonna ask you, as the Forex expert, what do you think we should do? Should we go through the tutorial? Should we start with the story campaign, or should we just YOLO it?
Let's do the story. Come on.
Do the story? Okay, let's do the
Yeah,
story.
then we can talk about colonialism and stuff.
That's it's not something that we tend to do in this channel. Let me know how is the volume, by the way, because I've put it at about 20 to 25%. Welcome. My name is Gertrude Bell. I am a British explorer. The professor sent word you were coming. Alright. Well, we are in fact coming. Click. My expedition is nearly over, but I will return in 1901. I must explain what I have understood of this game I have discovered before I return to Jerusalem. You may wish to study it more after I am gone. Ozymandias was a great king of the Bronze Age. Do you know the poem? Yes, we in fact saw the poem on the table. This place is his creation. They painted them up onto the stone plinth. Look, this is the Fertile Crescent. What we are looking at is the Fertile Crescent. This is the general area that we call the Fertile Crescent.
So if my geography is correct, that's not where Ramses II used to be, but okay, might be wrong.
Absolutely not. That's not where he was. But I don't think the tutorial is set in. I don't think the tutorial is set there. But Gertrude Bell was in fact in Iraq, right? So in that sense, it checks out if we are working with Gertrude Bell. In terms of map, what we see is modern day Iraq, Syria, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, and so on. This is what we call broadly the Fertile Crescent. It's also painted very beautifully in the map. In fact, this is a very pretty map that I might steal for my courses. This is the land known as Mesopotamia. It's called the Fertile Crescent because it looks like a crescent, and it's the fertile area of what we broadly call the Near East, of course. And here we have the rivers Tigris and Euphrates over here, and this land is called Mesopotamia, the land between the two rivers. And I presume we are gonna start with one of the empires from southern Mesopotamia as it happens. This giant mountain ridge over here is called the Zagros Mountains. Hey, Dr. Random, welcome. We're spitting facts about the
Ta-da!
So yeah, here are the Zagros Mountains, and here is Cyprus. Yeah. It was for a game which I've set it up for you. That is your city. Hey, thanks, Gertrude. We, in fact, set up a game for us. I have recorded your empire's food on the folder. Click the folder. We're playing as the Babylonians, of course. Here. Click a flag. So I guess we're... it shows production levels, I guess? Or cost? Cost.
I think cost, probably.
Probably
Seen as though
cost.
desert is more than not desert.
Yeah. Desert is, in fact, more than not desert. Let's go. So, grassland flag, +5 base cost. This looks like a good place. +1 from Scholarly. Yes. Click the hourglass. We're taking our time. Excellent. You're underway. The first
Oh no, you haven't changed the game
Oh
on
no.
Twitch.
That sucks. Can you do it?
I can from mod view, right?
Yeah, you can from mod view. Yeah. I think so, at least. As if you are a mod, you can do it. Yeah.
How?
I don't know if you can from mod view. I can also do it really quickly, if you want, or if Angus can do it.
I should be able to. I've done it before.
Yeah, not from mod view, but you need to be in the normal view, and then there is a pencil on the.
You can do it from creator dashboard, I feel.
Up to you.
I'm.
I can also do it.
Just do it. Do it.
Alright. I shall do it. Bam, bam, bam. OBS. Docs. Stream information. Past pros are playing Ozymandias. Enjoy the map and the music for a quick moment. Never technical difficulties.
I mean, the fact that I'm not here.
Yeah, is in fact a technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ozymandias. Done. Alright, this should be good to go. Alright, excellent. We are underway. The first civilization grew up alongside these bountiful rivers. You should follow in their footsteps. I mean, we are the first. Anyway, I will leave you alone for a minute now. If you make a mistake, reset the turn by clicking the eraser. Let's go. It has an undo button.
Nice.
So we need to control 6 river spaces. I presume these are hexagons, so it's very much like Civ. It's not a river space, I presume. That's like one. I don't know how I can tell. Oh, here it says on it. So that's a river space. That's a river space. This is a river space. Ah, it's this. Okay. So I buy this. And I buy this. And now we wait. Now we have. Are you here?
I'm here.
Okay.
I just had the cough. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, well, seems like we can't buy something else right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take another turn. And then we buy the +8 over here. Or the 5er. That's cheap, right? Did you notice it became more expensive to expand further away from your cities? I'll do everything. Did you notice it became more expensive? In fact, the settlers had further to travel. You must build new cities. Hey, this is civilization.
Is this you, Sid?
This is you. Sid, get out of Belle's body. Open the folder to see where they can be built and for how much. Save up your food if you have to. So is this a city? Yeah. Okay. So we are Babylon and we are over here and we can build other cities in some proximity. I think from what I've seen, this is one of like the basic like mechanics of the game. It has to do with like expanding by making smaller cities. It's a very progressive expansion in that sense. But in fact we cannot buy anything right now, so we're gonna wait for a tiny moment. What happens if I click here? Ah, scholarly is the Babylonians, they are scholarly.
Of course they
Of
are.
course. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Sid's grandma, Gertrude Meyer.
Nice. Okay, we can build a city. Where do you think we should build a city? Here, I guess, which is cheaper, right? +20 on river, +5%, +5 per existing city, -20% on coast. I don't know what that means, but this one doesn't have it. +20 on river, +20 on river. I'll go with the cheap one, because I am cheap. This
Wow.
ancient I said it. These ancient farmers learned to produce great surpluses. A lucky few were spared manual work and could dream up new things to build. Wow.
Wow.
That's not exactly how things happened, but anyway. That is how the first cities were born, and once established, they continued to grow. As must yours. You can do it in the folder once you have enough food. Grow city. Okay. I need to grow the city with 72 food, or can I grow the other one? Let's see. Oh, I can grow in fact this one, which I think is what I am going to do, because I'm not gonna wait for like flipping. Let's try to grow the city. Grow city size from 2 to 3.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now your empire is starting to look worthy of the name.
They went there.
They-
Test of time. They went there.
Of course. They had. To stand the test of time, your cities must dominate these verdant valleys. I really like the word verdant, in fact. I find it a very pretty. Find it a very
Come on, channel your inner Sean Bean. Will you stand the test of time?
very nice. Yes. Alright, so in this game you win if you can build a wonder. Hey. That's very Age of Empires-y. All the details are in this book. Which book? I will leave it with you when I have to go. Click the crown. Pyramids. Here you can see that to build the pyramids you must have 10 city population. I guess shared across all cities. New city has
I
two,
guess because there's probably
because it's
3
like
and 4.
3 here and 4 here.
We know maths, people.
Yeah. It's up to you how you reach 10, but cities need food, so make sure you expand to feed them. Win the game. Okay, I will win the game. So by expand, I guess it means expand on the land because then it produces more food, right?
I don't know. I don't know how you get food, but
Let's see. We get I think 7 per turn for now. Guess I'm gonna.
yeah, I don't see that anywhere. So I mean,
No.
UI is
I mean,
minimal.
let's see. We got 6 now, right? I think minimal is part of it. Like, they want to make it minimal. Let's try to buy some land. Let's say over here. And see. Oh no, we still get 6. Okay, that is kind of weird. Do I just spam click this, or I will soon buy another city? Actually, you know what? I'll just buy another city. I think that's the most efficient way of going about this, because we only need 1 more growth, and then we get there.
This is basically how I play Civ.
Yeah. I guess now that we have 3 cities, we're also getting less food, right? So because we get like 2 per turn, see? So that's something to note.
But wouldn't more cities also mean you have more people to produce more food?
Maybe there is need for land around the cities. I guess we'll have to see.
I don't know. You're playing the game.
There we go. We have it. Yes. Alright. You did it. I had a feeling you would. Hey, how pleasant it must have been. Oh, that was the Ozymandias quote. How pleasant must have been when the world was young and there was so much space for everyone. As time goes on, these maps become a bit more crowded, but don't worry about that yet. Tomorrow I will show you what happened when our forebears began to record their knowledge of this changing world and the wisdom of generations started to accrue. This is actually very interesting, because this idea that like the world was young and there was so much space for everyone is both very contested. What does it exactly mean? But also, for a very long time, archaeologists would argue that the cause for the creation of cities was the lack of space. That there was not enough space for everyone, therefore they had to concentrate in cities and fight each other for the very scarce land, which isn't true, because there was in fact enough land for everyone.
Yeah, but not every land is livable, right? I mean,
well,
all land is livable, as in.
all land. This can be a contentious statement, because all land is livable, in the sense that humans are socially adaptable enough to live in extremely harsh environments, right?
Fair.
So you have people living in the middle of the Black Desert. You have people living in the poles. So yeah, people can't survive. Now, if we
But
start
survive and thrive? That's...
yeah, but then you run, of course, into the next question, which is what does it exactly mean for humans to thrive?
fair.
Because would you argue that, like, for example, Bedouins in the desert do not thrive? They're doing just fine. More stuff. A British passport issued in 1883. We have again Gertrude Bell picking flowers at Roundon Grange, England. These are all pictures from the Gertrude Bell archive. I think it's...
In Newcastle.
yeah. I think it's interesting that they included these pictures. In a way, all this, like... I guess they needed some kind of, like, narrator to get you through the tutorial and the story. But also, it's maybe slightly problematic what exactly they chose. Like, as Angu says, like the very imperial roots of archaeology. So
I mean, they started with the game is named after a poem written about a statue
It
in
is
the
true.
British Museum.
It
I
is
mean,
it is
it's
true.
the epitome.
Yeah. But so here is this stuff I also knew a little bit beforehand that I don't know if they needed that. I really hope that the game itself gives more, because I think from what I've seen the game gives more than its sort of facade, which admittedly its facade can be slightly problematic at times.
Oh no, it's a dirty dude. Oh no, of course.
Hey, Mr. Van Lennep in a local bar in Malchicik, Turkey. Nice. This is a very nice picture, actually. Hugh Bell reading at home in Baghdad, Iraq. Like a sir. Okay. This is also a little bit like this is a very sort of generic desert, sort of Orientalist depiction of the East at large. Anyway,
The Orient.
the Orient, yeah, exactly. Let's go through the rest of the motions and see the rest of the game. In fact, I'm
Don't know where we are.
not 100% sure where we are. No, oops. We're in another valley where civilization grew up quite by itself at around the same time. Do you recognize it? Anyone in the chat recognizing this place?
Indus? I don't know.
I'm inclined to say I can't tell from the little symbol, which is a little bit frustrating here.
Also, you need to sit a little bit closer to the mic sometimes.
Oh, sorry. I think it must be Indus Valley. Like
Yeah.
it must
I'm
be.
not,
It must be
yeah.
the Indus Valley, right? It must be the Indus Valley.
So I did just like Google it, and
Okay. Wiki.
I mean, the picture of the Indus Valley looks fairly similar to this.
yeah. Okay. So we are at the Indus Valley, in fact.
Yeah.
Click. The mighty Indus, of course it is. And with a new folder. This game has more secrets to reveal. Click the folder. Yes. Ah, numbers. Yes, my favorite part of the game.
I mean, it's a 4x, right? I mean,
Admittedly, it has less numbers than most 4Xs. Here you can see the differences between terrains. The left column has technologies, which decrease the cost of flags in that terrain. So, the flags, is the cost. Right? And it has technologies. And I guess by implementing these technologies, it decreases the cost of said land. The other columns show which resources the terrain produces at the end of the turn. There we go. You can research these technologies to increase yields. It costs knowledge. So I guess this is knowledge. Okay. Research a technology. How do I research a technology? Ah, here. Ah, I see. So this is grassland, this is river, and we have some...
so for 5 science, you can like
For 5 science,
Ah,
-1 food to place flags in that grassland. -1 food to place flags in. Oh, okay, so it really just reduces for this. The ones that we can do, it actually reduces the cost of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Understood.
grassland.
Grassland, very clearly, yeah.
Yeah.
As early civilizations embraced an agrarian lifestyle, they developed techniques to explore and exploit land more easily.
Well, we've had 2 of the 4 axes now, so I mean,
Yeah, we're getting there. I think that's gonna be the progress, but let's see. This knowledge was handed down and each generation added to it until the simple ways of the past seemed like barbarism. Wow, okay. These poor people. But I digress. You do digress. You may spend your remaining resources however you see fit, and when you're ready, click the end of the turn. Okay, so we have 20 food, with which we can buy stuff. Or we can do a little bit more research. And it progressively becomes more expensive, see?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're getting 2 per turn from river. And we're getting 1 food per grassland. And I don't know how we can research those. Or what does it mean? But let's buy some more lands, I would say. Let's buy some grasslands. Or some, what did we say produces the most? River, right? So then we can also do this. I think that makes sense. And then we buy this. And then we also buy this. And then we have some more. Oh, okay, here. Alright. These newly wise... How these newly wise citizens are wont to scheme and chatter. They're newly wise. And this is
so
the
this
result.
is this is full on humankind.
Yeah, right. Also, this is the result. Opportunity.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Whee!
Yay. All right. Click. I have translated this, I guess because we can't read their language, and put them on the index cards for you. I believe we are to imagine that one of our loyal subjects, or perhaps a trusted advisor, has come to us with a proposal. Do something and our empire will gain an advantage. Of course, a ruler has many of these conversations, and what's more, they must choose which projects to take on. Once you've picked an opportunity, you can view it by clicking the crown. Some opportunities have buttons on, which can then be clicked. So do we want place 3 flags on river? And we get, if we do it, I guess we do get all river flag decks, which sounds kinda great actually.
Yeah.
Or we do
Claim something.
request claim free flag. Maybe we already have it. I don't know. Let's do this.
I don't know which one you're clicking, but sure.
Oh, sorry, the river one. Wise choice, I'm sure. If only all our nations had such responsible leaders. I'm not a responsible leader, madam. Sadly, history tells us otherwise. Damn. The shade. You're itching to get on with this game, so we'll stop badgering you. Don't forget to equip your settlers with the right tools for the terrain. Remember the flag technologies. You remember the flag technologies, don't you? Yes. Control 20 spaces on the map. Okay.
That should be a question mark.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a weird sentence.
You remember the flag technologies, don't you? Yeah. Okay. Oh, here. This is the... we can see the thing. Okay. So, now if I buy this, do we get extra... Did we do this at one? Oh, yeah, okay, we did. Alright.
Could you maybe click the control 20 spaces on the map? It's a bit in the way of the...
I need to... I guess I... No, there we go. Hey, more. Did I need to do it in one go? No, right?
No, right? I think you can have more. I'd say
Okay,
go
I'll-
for the second one.
The claim. Yeah, let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I do. I can just claim this, I think, because I already have the amount of.
Ah, yeah.
There we go. 2 things per grassland. Excellent. We have the food to actually buy all the river tiles we need, so I'm just gonna straight up
Buy
do
it.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Which means we get all flag decks. So they are super cheap now. Which is great. More! Place 3 flags on grassland. Place 5 flags in 1 turn. And we get a flag deck. I guess we do the grasslands. It's
Yeah.
easier. I think we can even do it straight up. We can also research them to be much cheaper. Oh, here, now we can do this. That gives us +1
But
science per turn. Ooh.
and what's the one on the right with the
+1 food per turn.
yeah.
So we can do that actually now. Because we're gonna buy...
We cannot, right?
We can. We have 31.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at yield, not that.
So let's do this. Because now we can also buy
3 grassland
this
tiles.
one, this one, and this one. Bam. All of them. I guess during the game you don't get that many.
I hope we don't.
Build a city 5+ spaces away from your others. +1 settlers in that city. Alright, let's get the... Actually, let's do this, you know? Let's build another city.
So I guess you might want to build a city soon. as
Yeah,
well.
next turn I would say here. 10 sides per city. I'm gonna claim this. And I'm gonna build one right here. That should be 5, right? I can't see the hexagons. So
I think it
count them.
is. Or is it 4? Depends on how they count.
So this is
Five.
1, this is 2, this is 3. This should be 4, this should be 5.
Yeah, but it depends if it's like 5 plus 1
Yeah.
or is it 4 plus 1. You never know with these types of games.
I'm gonna just build it here and see what happens. And otherwise we just build a different one. Let's see. We didn't do it.
Because it says 5 plus spaces,
Ah,
I guess.
right, yeah. Yes. Wow, we have so much food. So let's...
So I guess you want to buy a tile, which is
here. Yeah, we need to expand that way, I guess, now.
yeah.
Okay. And you need a... You need a turn for the cities to come. Place 3 flags on hills. That should be easy.
And you
1,
want
2,
to buy
3, 4.
another one away. Because now it's 5.
It's... Yeah, okay.
So you want to place it in one of the tiles you haven't bought yet.
Here,
Eventually.
for example.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Oh, we have sciences as well. Oh, we can get all the flag decks. Place 10 flags in 1 turn. Wow. Place 3 flags on forest. See how much faster we can go with the help of a little local knowledge. I dread to think what would become of me without my trusted traveling companion. Speaking of which, they tell me the weather is turning. I must set off for Jerusalem. That's quite a travel. We have 2 more days together. It will be enough. Let's see how to win this game. Click the crown. So with 50 spaces on the map, we build this, or with 10 population. The target is still 1 crown, but there are 2 wonders you can aim for. Okay. Should we just do the lighthouse for the sake of it?
I mean, Tower of Power, yes.
Tower of Power. Okay. Win the game. Yes, I am going to. Should we try to build a city here? Do we think it's 5 plus?
We can try.
2, 3. Look, it's 1.
It's not
2.
5 plus.
No, exactly.
It's 5. Yeah.
Alright. I can't. Oops.
So you wanna buy
This?
yeah, or the one above that, the 7.
Let's see. We have also.
I mean, you still need 50 tiles anyway, so I mean,
Oh, I need to cancel an opportunity. This. Okay. Well, whatever.
whatever.
3 flags on hills. These are the hills. I just want to do the thing. There we go.
Yeah, you also want to build a city, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to build a city, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's 5 plus.
That's 5 plus. It should be.
We can also do it here, but just to be sure. There.
I mean, it
There we
doesn't
go.
necessarily matter. It's still 5 plus.
It is still 5 plus. We have 82
It's still the
of
same amount.
this. Oh, that's very nice, actually. Yeah, okay. So let's have this produce a ton. And let's look at how cheap these are now. Okay, I'm getting tons of food. In one turn, complete 2 opportunities. We can't do that because we don't have 2 ready. Place 3 flags on forests, which should be not very easy because the forest is over there.
There's forest at the top, right?
This is forest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how many?
This is
3 on
forest.
forest. We
Yeah,
have
this is
3, so
forest,
you can
yeah.
just do that. Like,
Damn,
yeah,
immediately.
bang bang.
Let's produce some more signs from here because this is gonna be cool. We can also buy a bunch of lands.
Buy all the land.
All the land. I mean, that's what we have to do, right? Okay, let's see. When it says I get a free flag, place a free flag.
Yeah.
Oh, here. That I can. It's on a desert.
It's just that one.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
But
Thanks,
there was
game.
only one desert, but I just wanted to see. I guess that's desert. How many more we need? 11. Okay, chill. How it has a very nice music.
Bling 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 bling.
Yeah, it's very.
Do you also want to like grow the cities, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let's grow our capital. Mohenjo-Daro is who we are, which I must admit is not something I am familiar with.
I can barely hear you again.
If you can wiki scratch me, that would be. If you can,
I mean,
if you can wiki
on what?
On Mohenjo-Daro, which
I mean,
is
it's a Civ city-state, so I mean,
okay. That doesn't help
meaning
me.
Mound of the Dead Man is an archaeological site in the province of Sindh, Pakistan. Built
Oh.
around 2500 BCE, it was the largest settlement of the ancient Indus Valley civilization and one of the world's earliest major cities.
There we go. This is what I wanted.
Contemporaneous with the civilizations of ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Minoan Crete, and Norte Chico.
Thank you very much for this knowledge bomb. Let's go. Oh, we did the pyramids as well because I grew the city. That's enough for today.
No
Tomorrow
Tower
we'll
of Power, just the triangle of.
No, we should have the Tower of Power as well because I bought them, but I shouldn't have grown my cities. Oh well. More letters. Entry from Gertrude Bell's diary, which she kept for 42 years. Damn. Sunday, 3rd of June. Hey, that's my birthday. 1900s in Beirut.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, damn. Game. Spend the morning in the temple with Mr. Aloof as a most competent guide. It is very florid, but wonderfully fine. Lunched at the hotel and had tea with Mrs. Warren, British Syrian mission. I then went again into the temple and photographed. There had been a thunderstorm on the Lebanon and white clouds were lying along its top. The yellow evening light, a vision of beauty. Dined at the hotel and home in the moonlight. So these supposedly translated cards contain British poetry quotes. Do they? When we invented cities, we invented civilization. Yeah, well, that's also that's the
I
whole
mean,
idea,
don't,
right?
don't get him started now.
Get me started. That's as I teach in my classes. The word for cities and the word for civilization have the same root, right? So even etymologically, civilization comes from the idea of cities. In fact, yes. That's what Gertrude said. Oh, I didn't. Well. Bam. Some of these pictures are so nice. With expedition gear. These pictures are very pretty. That's not, of course, ignoring the colonial component of it, but
I mean, could still be pretty.
yeah. She's all alone pushing this this little cart over here. Let's learn about wealth in the game. Hey, let's go. Hello again. Can you feel a chill in the air? The pressure has dropped. I think my companions were right. The skies look ominous. Nothing to worry about in here, at least. Yeah, because it's Greece and the weather is good. Oh, I guess now we fight.
This is Sparta.
Today's game is less secured for Luke. It is one of history's great rivalries, that of Athens and Sparta. There's also a surprise in the knowledge folder. Click the knowledge folder. Perhaps not a surprise. My great wealth, of course. Oh my god, capitalism. So now we can also spend science to get money. I guess that's what it says.
That's very bad of you.
Dr. Random says I kind of get what they were going for here with Gertrude, but I don't like it. Although
Same.
I guess it is true to the past of archaeological research. Yeah, it's very on the nose. Time to invent money. Yes. It's very on the nose. I don't know. I also don't like it, and it fits with the whole aesthetic that they are going for, and a lot of the aesthetic, like the map and the way that they have done cities and stuff, is very, very, very pretty, I would say. The art style is very, very pretty. But I honestly would have preferred maybe not Gertrude Bell. Maybe. I don't know who, but at the same time. Maybe they could have gone with someone more recent. John Oates or someone, I don't know. Here you can see a new column. The wealth each terrain produces and technologies required to increase this. It feels very simplified in the sense that all land that is grassland produces the same, right? It doesn't vary based on the hexagon and its proximities, at least.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like so far. Or how about a local archaeologist? Yeah, or a local archaeologist. And it doesn't have to be from the times of old. It can also be... It can fit with the art style and still be someone from today even, and actually go and talk to archaeologists. Why not? And then you feature, like, in your tutorial, you feature 4 different archaeologists from 4 different places. That would be...
Yeah, but that would be too easy. Come on.
No, that would be a lot more work, actually, which I understand, but... I have a new folder for you where you can see how to spend your money. And of course, money... What is money if it's not British pounds?
Because Britannia, it rules the waves.
Yeah, it's colonialism stabs you in a couple more times here. Click the money folder. Yes. In this ledger, I explain how your empire's resources will increase and decrease when you end your turn. So this is our spending currently, I guess. I have no fucking clue what's going on. At the top, you can see how leftover wealth can be spent, here, to purchase food or knowledge when the turn ends. Okay, so we can, damn. Small empires usually buy food to better provision their settlers. But it is up to you, and we can experiment. Set food spending to 90%. Further down the ledger, you can see how some of the resources you save for next turn will be wasted. But this is compensated for by the...
Because money needs to roll. Yes.
Yeah. Same time, from what I can see from the game, more modern scholars wouldn't exactly get on board with this view of the past. No, but then, yeah, you would have to change a little bit
Yes,
that
but
particular
so
outlook. But
we're playing this game which is made by Bell person. I forgot her name, Gertrude,
yeah, Gertrude Bell, yeah.
who is a British archaeologist. So I mean, in that sense, it's logical. But why? Why go for
Yeah, why
that?
go for that?
That like
Yeah,
origin story? Maybe just so it like. Well, then we can just don't need to
yeah,
research anything and can just do it like the British.
yeah.
Easy.
Well, they certainly know how to let the pounds roll nowadays in good old Britain. Oh, yeah. Let's not mimic Britain in this empire, please.
I mean, it's collapsing, so I mean, it's
Yeah. So, let's see. So this is what we lose. So we waste this. This is our spending. Waste, blah. Yield, blah. Next turn, that's how much we have. We wasted a
I
lot of
don't get
science.
this.
So
What happens if you click the buttons, like the plus and minus thingies?
this. Oh, it's
I
what
don't. I can't
we.
see. I can see your cursor, so I don't know what you're like fizzing to.
It's our exchange. So we can buy. It's in our spending, in the amount that we spend money on. We buy 90% of our money go to food. So we will give £2 into one.
Yeah, but why not 90 and 10%?
Oh, because they are independent. They don't depend on each other. It's not like if you do this, then this goes to 10% if you put this on 90%.
I don't get it.
It's not. Wait, I need to move myself a little bit. I see because I'm in the middle here. Yeah, so we lose 13 science. We get 8. If we increase the spending of science, we will yield more science. You will see.
Click the button, then I can see.
I cannot click it now. I can click it now. Here, you see? So we
Yeah,
spend
but
100%. Here, our yield would be higher for science.
yeah, and then click it again. See, you can't go over 100% yet. That's what I thought. Yeah,
Why would it?
which is a weird game design. So why can you not have? Why is it not always 100%? Right?
Because sometimes you want to save money.
No.
I'm just saying. Of course, they are. Last but not least, at the bottom, you can buy military units to defend land and sea. Of course, they are expensive, but can be more expensive not to have them. We're getting stupider now. That is a nice. I think this is kind of. I personally think this is kind of fine because you're not forced to spend. I can put everything on 0% if I want and then save up all the money. Save up and buy. Yes, okay, I will save up and buy some army. Let's spend a turn first and see where this gets us. Rock climbers or plastry flags in grassland. I think there is some grassland around, not much, but in a area over here there should be some grassland, I guess. Here there's one grassland. Maybe it's good to.
I like how Angus is on his is on a rant.
Angus is like, cannot take this. Let's see.
So, but this is what I don't like about games with like a really simple UI.
Mm-hmm.
When there's some more complicated mechanics behind it, it's really hard sometimes to like see what's happening.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
As in with Civ, you can just see instantly how much you're getting at all times. You don't need to wait for the turn to end or whatever.
Yeah. No, I get that. We'll spend some food now and expand the tiny little bit. I guess it's good to expand. We're losing science. We need to be getting a little bit more science. Let's claim research 10 flag techs. Let's claim free flag maybe. Here. There we go. And maybe we can indeed up our spending a tiny little bit. Here, a bit less food, a bit more science. And then we can also buy this land over here.
Yeah, that's right, Pesco. But you still need to open the wealth ledger, and that's annoying.
I don't know. I don't mind it
I
personally.
mean,
I like this,
what-
the very clean UI that I can just see them up. Free flag on water, that's actually pretty okay. Let's get the free flag on water. So I need to place. Oh, I need to place them here. Bam. What I need to do is this. I guess to get there, I need to have that amount of money, right? I guess that's what it says.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we actually get there, but we'll see.
Also, okay, you do. Oh, you don't have trumpets because we have a first-time chatter, but you don't have trumpets.
Welcome. Oh, also Felix Enigma is here. Sorry, I'm playing. Doesn't last information will tell you exactly what you will start. Yeah. That it does, yeah.
Yeah, but only like when you like
Click the button.
click the button.
And you don't like clicking buttons, you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I just don't want to click buttons to know what I need to do.
Let's get some more. Okay. Free flag. Place
Yeah,
5
so-
flags in one turn.
So Alsadef has just redeemed the sound trumpet celebration thingy, but Aris, as the player he is,
Yeah, also
doesn't
there's a
have
buffer here.
the stream deck.
I'm sorry. I don't have the stream deck.
Also, you don't necessarily need the stream deck to do that, you know, right?
I know, but I haven't done it yet. Hey, we can go on islands now. Look at this.
I mean, we're in Greece.
I guess, yeah. That's
You see, Vazel agrees with me. It's not that hard of a thing to like add the plus all the time.
I don't know. What can I say? I kind of like it this way.
I mean, you don't really play 4x's, so I mean, yeah.
Wow, okay. Damn. The stub.
I mean, you don't, right?
It's true. I guess I, in fact, do not. But what I don't know is how do we get to this point? How
I
do
mean,
we...
I guess you need like the. What does it say when you hover over it? Because
They are expensive to move across water. Okay. Well. But how do we get to the point where we can buy those?
I guess we need more money, but
We're making a little bit of money at least.
so how much are we making every turn?
1 now, but I can spend some
So-
tech and say, hey, look, water and grassland makes us more, which is, I think, wise to do, which is what I'm gonna do. Now we should be making a lot more. We're also gonna buy this and this. Sparta! Build a city 5+ spaces away. Place 3 flags on islands. I think this is what I want to do. Place the 3 flags on islands. Oh, islands are expensive. Damn. Oh well. Place 10 flags in 1 turn or 10 signs per city, which is what we're gonna
So
claim.
we're still only going up 1 pound a turn.
No, we're not.
I mean, it was on 56 last turn, so
No, here it says 60.
it was literally on 56 last turn.
Yeah, because I'm expanding, so we also pay more now. Which is like now, I guess we're still going up on 60.
You can buy an army, by the way.
Can I?
I
Let's
mean,
go.
the thing is clickable now, so
The thing, yeah, so it is the amount of money that we have. Armies cost. Armies cost a lot. Do we want to save up for a fleet? Or do we want to save up for... Oh, we can buy 3 and then it's a win condition.
Yeah, because of course we had standing armies back then.
Yeah. I mean, you did have standing armies. Okay, let's buy an army. Place army or click outside the empire to cancel.
It's
Oh.
a mere peasant band.
Poor peasant band. Okay, let's put it right over here. Tomorrow, I will show you how to train them into something more, but for now they can stand guard. They too require food to travel, so you only pay for them if they are outside of the city. Do not march on empty stomachs. But makes sense. Goal is to move. Okay. Here, we bought them. We got 51 money. That's a lot of money. Ah, all grassland yield tax. That's interesting. Halves cost, halves the move on grassland. Or a free flag on sea, I mean. Let's get this. We do have all the flag tax, huh? Oh, we did. Let's get some more food. Now we're losing money. We're gonna go down to 59. So I don't know where we're losing the money from exactly, but
Who knows? I'm grabbing something more to drink. Hold on.
absolutely. Double your knowledge yield. 15 needs to go. Reduce science waste. Oh, that's actually really good. Let's get this. So we can do this. This is reasonable to do, I guess. And this we don't have the money for. Now we're getting some money. The Spartans have also found the city. You're spending money to buy science and food. Yeah. They learned the ancient Greeks paid in pounds. Yeah. Conquer a plain space. I don't know what that means. All sea yield tax. Halves move in sea. Okay. Let's go there. We can also buy a little bit of. We can make a city. I think that's gonna be important. It might cost us a little bit. Here, 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 here. We're gonna make a little bit of money now. We're gonna up this because we're making a lot of food.
All the food.
All the food. We're gonna spend a bit of money on this to make sea a little bit cheaper as well. Oh no! What happened there? All sea yield tax. I thought we had them. Okay, well. I'm gonna cancel this. We're almost doubling them. Okay. Well, we need to up our science a tiny bit more. Which we're gonna do by doing this, because this is really good. Oh, and at the bottom it says how much it increases. We have a lot of sea. I mean, we're playing Athens. That was my idea. And also, in that case, we can buy a bit more. We can grow Athens as well. Let's go. 50 science, 18 for 5 turns. Ooh. I need to spend that. Yeah, I know that tutorial wants me to move my army next Spartan land. I'm gonna do it. I just also like clicking buttons. Let's see. Choose destination. Let's put them there. I guess that's next to Spartan land.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Remember our placid past when we cared only for food and knowledge. You must coexist with Sparta. There will be no great war. Okay, neither of you has the power to destroy the other. Wow. Nuclear doctrine, anyone? Still, there can be only one winner. See which wonders are available and take note. This game requires 2 wonders to be complete. Okay. Well, we're almost there with the population. And we can also go for the armies and fleets if we want to. Or the spaces in the map. And of course the hanging garden, which is to amass wealth, which is something that we could relatively easily do. And the armies are kind of expensive to do. But we can try. We can start producing more from places. This is 75 science. We're gonna be in 113 next turn, which is great. Let me get the population. Get some of this. Let's go. I like the sound effects of this game. Free tree. Yes. Yes. Free trees. Free the trees. So we didn't really need that. But hey. We are very even when it comes to gold spending. Reduce wealth waste to -3%. Wealth is no longer wasted. Wow. Alright, how do we reduce wealth waste? Oh, I can spend money to reduce the waste. Now I see. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. I hadn't
Wow.
realized that.
That's very capitalism of you.
Yeah, this game, at this point, we are in a very... I'm expanding on the sea, by the way. This is what we're doing. Very, very appropriately going. Oh no, I didn't even check. We lost.
Oh no.
Oh no, a classic. I wasn't checking. Look, we were first for so long. Damn. Return to screen results. F's in the chat. Please. F's in the chat.
F.
F. Do we have to go through the tutorial again?
Yep.
Oh, damn. Damn, I didn't expect this. I did
That's
not
even a
expect
bigger
this.
F if you ask me.
It is indeed a bigger F. It happens. Happens more often than I would like to admit. I was not paying attention.
Oh, Angus. Oh.
Athens has been wiped off the map before by the Spartans. Yeah, no, we are playing a historically accurate game here. We shouldn't be winning.
The Athenian pound dropped in value rapidly when that
Yeah.
happened.
It happens sometimes, you know. Okay, let's make this produce some science, I guess. Produce some money. Let's make it produce some money. Money is important. No, that's actually pretty okay. I'm gonna buy this. For science.
So
Yes.
these opportunities are, if you ask me, really annoying.
They are a little bit annoying, aren't they? I'm also getting a little bit annoyed because they keep like popping up. I hope in the main game they don't like pop up so flipping quickly, because it is getting a little bit disturbing at this point. Honestly. Not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. Place 5 flags in one turn. We get a flag deck. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do it eventually. I don't think we can do it right now, but let's do this. And now we can buy some more grassland actually. We get 10 of this, it's not much. So we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3. Can we do 5 in a turn? Not sure. No, we're gonna save it up a bit more. There we go. Okay, here, bam, bam, bam. And we're gonna buy 2 more. And buy this and this. And I can get a free one of these, which is great. Not mountains. But what is good here? Guess we're gonna go to sea. We're gonna go to the sea. And soon, oh here, we bought the army. But she needed us to, yes. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Guess Spartan just had more talents. Damn. Damn.
I mean, that's a ban if you ask me.
Wow. Wow. That's a ban even. Omar is going, it's being harsh.
I mean, if it was Routers who made the joke, then it would
It's
be
different.
yeah.
It's different. Okay, let's invest in our money. Invest money in our money. This is what we're doing. Investing money in money. Free mountain flag. Yes, sure. I'm gladly gonna get the free mountain flag. So sea is extremely expensive, but which I don't understand why sea is so expensive.
Because it's hard to tame. I don't know.
I don't like that sea is so expensive. But we're making buttloads of money, so... So I have one more of this to do eventually when we get some more science. So I think we can get some science spending here. I think that is a fair thing to do. We're gonna be losing some money, but that's okay. I'm gonna claim this, which is nice. Now we can get cities, we can do all sorts of things. We have a lot of food.
We can do all the things.
All the things, in fact. Here and here. You can move over here. Yes. Alright. Now, let's make sure we don't lose the game. Oh, you can see.
I mean,
they have a lot of spaces on the map. We can go for population and for spaces on the map, yeah. In one turn, complete 2 opportunities, all shields. Tech, sure. This will be making us a lot of money. And we can buy the army soon. We can also make another city somewhere. Let's make a city, Salamis. That sounds about right. Grow all your cities in one turn. Wow, that's gonna be costly. Reduce the waste. How far are they? Let's not lose again, yeah? Is what
I
I'm
mean,
saying is...
I guess you want to just like upgrade your cities, right?
I'm gonna upgrade my cities and I'm gonna be buying some armies, I guess. Here, I'm gonna buy a fleet. Fleet is gonna be here. I can just straight up buy another city and that would...
I think you'll win if you like do that.
No, I
And
won't because
upgrade one.
we need two.
Ah, okay.
Don't you forget. But I can buy another army soon. Oh, no threatening access for 2 turns, sure. See, we have done this. We have 2 armies and fleets. And they are getting there as well. But soon, like next turn, we can buy stuff. Oh, we didn't grow. Shit. Don't tell me we
Imagine
lost
now
again.
losing.
I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine.
Then we're just doing something else.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna reject this. I don't really care. Let's see. Let's see how close we are to losing. Pretty close, if you ask me. Where are we getting so little money? Here. Next turn, let's reduce this cost. I don't think we can lose next turn, right? Famous last words.
I mean, if they buy an army and a fleet and buy 1 space, right? Or is
Can
that us?
Yeah.
No, that's them. So we could technically lose.
Technically, we can lose. And can I technically win immediately? No.
I technically think you can't.
I need to buy 20 hexes. Can I buy 20 of them?
I don't think you
I
can.
don't think so. Well, let's pray. That's the only thing we can do in this case. Then I'm gonna spend my science, because why not? Wow. Okay, we didn't lose.
I think that might have been pretty close.
It's fine. It's fine, I tell you. There, we have it. We actually, in fact, have it. Proud Sparta was no match for Athens' wealth and knowledge. The pen has won out against the sword again. Wow, okay.
Because we all know the Athenians were always very peaceful and never went to war.
Yes,
Once. Not even
Good
once.
night, Felix. Not even once.
Even I, without any knowledge of ancient history, know that they did go to war. And the first thing I see is Mr. Churchill, so
Yeah. My beloved Frank, I'm riding in the train. Forgive a shaky hand on my way back to Baghdad. Well, I'll tell you about our conference. I came very reluctantly and am now so very glad I came. It has been wonderful. We covered more work in a fortnight than has ever before been got through in a year. Mr. Churchill was admirable. Most ready to meet everyone halfway and masterly alike in guiding a big meeting and in conducting the small political committees into which we broke up. I can't write more. The train shakes too much. This is only a message of affection to you and yours to tell you how much I miss you and wish you were with us. Yours ever affectionately, Gertrude. What is this letter? So these are like from, these letters come from the archive of Gertrude Bell.
yeah. Who was
What is this
she
letter?
was
I
she was leaving the Cairo conference in 1921. Where they like it's basically Versailles but then with the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
Basically. That's yeah. That's
Let's put
basically
it
where
like this.
all
The
yeah.
story so far is something great. Next to a biplane in Baghdad in 1922. I don't know this drawing. Wow. Spot Churchill. Actually have no idea.
He's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's the third dude on the camel, right?
This what? From this? From here. 1, 2, 3. This one?
Like from the left.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, over here.
That must be him, right?
It is 100% absolutely him. Yeah. Call Lawrence.
Ah,
Hey, Lawrence
Lawrence.
of Arabia. Of course, it had to happen. It had to happen. All right, let's learn about power in this game, and then maybe we have enough time to go in a single game. That white dude, yeah. Those winds, I'm glad to be in here. I see you brought your things. Good thinking. I should sleep here if I were you. I'm told the weather will only... What's your thing with weather? We will be setting off after this and must try to outrun the storm. My berth home will not wait. Here's the final game. You will play as Ozymandias himself, Ramses II, Pharaoh of Egypt, as we established in the introduction of this stream. Perhaps he too was a student of history, and these games his textbooks. In the Bronze Age, power was armies and fleets that could conquer your rivals. Maybe it still is. Both of these statements are not particularly light. Rulers poured their wealth into recruiting and training the most ferocious warriors who would die noble deaths in pursuit of their goals. This is not a very apt description of the Bronze Age, I would say. Anyway. Once you have recruited the unit, you will be able to buy power in here, and this will make your unit stronger. So you buy power. Okay. Remember not to spend all your wealth during your turn when you need some left to buy power. I don't understand. We buy power. Cities never project power into enemy terrain, only into your terrain, adjacent unknown terrain. Okay. Units project power into their own space and each adjacent one, irrespective of who owns it. There is one other way to increase your power on the map. You click the Science folder. A final addition on the right hand side. Power technologies whose prices increase exponentially, so choose them wisely. Okay. Pounds to power. Wow, yes. Your terrain doesn't produce power like it does other resources, but you can permanently increase your power in a terrain type by researching these technologies. So it doesn't produce, but it gives out power, I guess. I will leave you in peace until you are ready to make war, thank you. Please don't rush though, there is no sense in fighting with neighbors when land lies empty on your doorsteps. I would buy an army if I could. I can't, so I shan't. Hey, we're playing. Let's see. We are playing as the Egyptians. That's great. We have against us the Assyrians, not very well placed on the map. The Hittites, very well placed on the map. The Babylonians and the Mycenaeans. The Mycenaeans are expansionist. Not a good characterization. Babylonians scholarly, Hittites imperialist, yes. Assyrians are militant, that's okay. Egyptians are industrious. Alrighty then. Let's buy some land.
Alrighty.
Yeah? Let's buy some land. We have a lot of desert around us. Guess we should expand over here. And let's spend the science to be getting some we need to get some science as well, I guess, and this is good in this case, I think. And we are 100% on food right now, which is probably fine for the beginning. Or maybe we can go 90-10. Yes. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I really like the sound.
I mean, you could just only have the sound, like just only that.
Just only that. So you're not liking the game so far, is what I'm hearing.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, apart from the obvious colonialism and the nonsensical personal story thingy, which I don't see adds anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like how it's like, oh, it's an easy game, and then throws stuff at you which it doesn't really explain well.
So you dislike the tutorial?
Yeah, basically, because I'm also not playing it myself, right? So.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like I feel like
side.
from what I've read and what I've heard you say and other people, what I've read from other people, like a 4x light.
Yeah.
but then still with sometimes a little bit more difficult mechanics. Like the word "why did we just gain not so much money" has been said multiple times this stream.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing quite fast, right? If we paid a little bit, for example, if we kept looking at this, what is happening here?
Yeah, but that's the charm of Good for X. You can play it quickly.
No, you can play them quickly. Like
Yeah, but that
I can
yeah.
also play this more quickly in the sense that, yeah, I mean, I'm just playing it, right?
Yeah, but even Civ you could play like more quickly because you have all the information you need directly where you need it, like on the screen at all times.
Yeah.
I do like the art style though. I mean,
The
not to
art
bash the
style
game.
is
The
really,
art style
really
is good.
pretty, actually, yeah. I don't know where we could place 3 flags. So let's get that. Let's buy an army. What began as a flowering of civilization has arrived at its inevitable conclusion. A battle of bronze between bitter rivals. Pain from cringe. Cringe from reading this sentence.
This is an archaeologist actually just like cringing so hard he turns into a black hole. Like
I will implode. I will, in fact, implode. To conquer enemy land, you must place a unit next to it and have more power in that space than its owner. First, it will become threatened, but if your rival cannot redress the situation, it will switch to your control. Okay. Grow your forces, and when you feel prepared, you can go on the offensive. You will need more armies and more power. Make sure you can afford them. Buy 3 power. Well, I cannot buy 3 power right now, I guess. This is how power is projected. This say here. How much power is per thing. Okay. And that increases my power at C. Okay. We need to be making... Oh, we are making some more money, in fact. Quite a bit more. We can adjust this. Let's buy some power. Wow, the expansion is happening so fast. Claim this, yes. It would be nice to build a city at some point. Yes. Bam. I'm not still 100% certain how exactly we buy the power. Maybe I should be paying more attention on the tutorial.
no one needs to pay attention. Come
What's
on.
up is civilization, not just a battle of bronze between bitter rivals. Research 10 flag decks. Okay, this we will do eventually. Hittites 1 +1 from tech. Okay. Well, how do we actually buy the power?
You buy the power.
Yeah, but do I need to spend more here to buy a power?
Google, how does one buy a power?
How does one buy power?
Okay, like I think it's acclaimed, right? So you basically just get none right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like buy it with science,
Yeah.
you gain +1 power in grassland. So now you don't get any power.
No, but this
At
is
all.
not production. This is what they portray. See, if I click here, this is what they give out. that over these lands that I control, I have so much power. But this is not the amount of power that I have, I don't think. Or at least that's my understanding of it.
Yeah, but what happens if you press the +1 power in grassland?
Let's see. I'm gonna
Just-
research it and we see in the next turn. I'm
Nothing
also gonna
happened.
spend some money to spend less money.
And what if you like up the percentage with power, like to 20?
I'm gonna do it in the next turn so we don't like double down and then we don't know what was what.
Boom, 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 boom,
Boom, boom.
boom,
Yeah,
boom,
it's
boom,
really.
boom.
Well, we'll make a city, I think, somewhere over here. That's why I bought this, because I wanted to make a city over here. Okay, then I'm going to up this.
You see? Now we get
Oh,
more.
Yeah, now we have 2 power, in fact. Okay. And then if I reduce it in the next turn, what happens? I wonder again. Okay, we have a lot of tech money to spend as well, which we could spend on this, I think, which is going to be... We have a lot of this kind of land. Can also have some power at sea, I guess, but that's not super useful right now. And we have a couple of river lands. River lands is what I wanted to say. So you can get some science back from. Look at those Greeks. Hittites are not very big right now. Claim 3 pounds per desert. Yeah, let's get these pounds. We're kind of lagging behind in the expansion part, I think. Which is a little bit on me. I haven't been paying super much attention here.
Yeah, it's just I feel you have to do too much.
You have to do for sure. Yeah, there is stuff to do. Let's expand on the mountains a bit. They are kind of expensive, but I'm gonna expand a lot now actually. Yeah. For science per se, that's actually pretty okay. Let's get this immediately. So then we can spend on buying some mountain terrains. And what else do we need to increase? There's a lot of desert too.
Look at all those desert.
Look at all this desert. Damn. We are making money, which is nice. We could even soon buy another army. Oh, we can build a city in Cyprus. I kinda wanna do this. Just for the sake of it. And we can capture a city.
Capture a city.
Yeah, it's part of the win conditions. Own 3 cities on plains or place 10 flags in one turn. This is
So
something.
this background music really reminds me of Dwarf Romantic, and also the.
Alright. It actually is. Yes. So if I reduce this now to say to 0, do I retain my power?
No, you lose it.
I need to have it like kept up then.
Yeah.
I see. Let's increase our food production per turn. And then we also say we don't have that much mountain yet, but We do have some grassland. We can buy some mountains as well. Hmm. How much are we? 5. 5. I need to buy some of the cheaper stuff. 9. One more. Flip. Choose which city to grow. We're gonna grow this city. It does give a lot of Dorfromantic vibes.
Yeah, no, right?
It's more like a board game in that sense. On the other hand, the Forex started as being modeled on board game. It does feel much more like a board game, it is true. Double your wealth guild. Okay, this we can do, in fact, I think. By doing this first. Oh shit, that's not what I needed to do. Anyway. I didn't realize that I had to do it in one turn. My bad. I need to stack up on science a tiny little bit. So I'm gonna do this and up the science.
You gotta up the science.
Up the science. And then also, yeah, let's keep it that way for now. Their armies are moving. I probably need to bring my army over here. That's gonna cost us. Well, we're gonna get a ton of science next turn, which is nice. But we probably need to... It's fine if we don't get a ton of food. We can buy this. So how can we contest this? Based on the army, I guess. Could be nice to also get a fleet. Possibly. Here. Because then we have... Oh, the win condition is much bigger, of course. I see. So this is the influence that there is. Double your food guild. Reduce food waste. Okay. That's not a problem really. What I wanted to do is I wanted to get this because we can be making a lot of money actually.
All the money.
From sea, yes. Now we don't need this much. We can up this again. It says 2 here, but we're not actually getting the 2, and I'm confused. I'm a tiny bit confused. So it doesn't cost, I guess, to move the army. It costs to move the army, it doesn't cost to have it somewhere, stationed somewhere else. Probably.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it kind of... Hey, the Assyrians are doing very well, actually. Yeah, it does kind of make sense. We can get up to 3 power. Oh, and if we make it to 12 power, then that's a win condition. I see. I see how this works. I see. Now I see. We can upgrade one of the cities. This one. And we can make a city on a hill. And we can get something for free, which is probably going to be more money, I think. Yes. And then we can also do... We can start buying some desert because we are Egypt, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
And that makes sense, right? Okay. But we lost power, and I don't know why we lost power. I can move my fleet over here. That will exert some. Let's get the free sea flag. Oh, here. It's the only one we can get. We didn't do that. Can I buy another army? And also station it. Or place it here. Okay. And move this one over here. Guess you know what? Never mind the power. I need to start, what's this, grasslands. Grasslands, we need a little bit more for the sea. Okay. You went down, now you'll go up again in power. You spent all your money, so you couldn't pay for the... Oh, so you pay, like the last thing you pay is for the power, so I see. Uh-oh, we lost the city.
F.
F. Really F, yeah. Okay, let's see. Can you go over here? I guess not. They are exerting a lot of power. Let's do this. See what are we doing in terms of our win conditions. We can get soon up to 5. I guess we can buy another fleet. And place it over here. Place this one over here. But how can they fight? Is it only based on influence, I wonder? And why are we not exerting? I guess it's only based on power there.
Probably. As Fernando Alonso once said, now we can fight.
No, yes. No, never mind. Cancel this. So we are exerting some influence over here. We have 4 armies. We are making money. Okay, I think
Don't you want to buy more power?
No, you know what? I actually don't, because I can also see how we buy another army to sort of keep some of our stuff, but we can also start like building up our population a bit more and reallocate some of our resources. That is one option, right? The other option is indeed to invest a bit on the power front and say we save up the science and we make our sea terrain a little bit better. That's another option. I don't know which one is best, actually. This I think we will get next turn. Can get power on the mountains, I think that's useful. Can get some science on the mountains. Now they are also exerting influence there.
So the way I'm seeing it is we're losing territory
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Alright.
So
if you for a moment did I miss any picks? No, you did not miss. No.
So we're either not getting something with the power stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, let's reduce this and up the power then. A tiny bit. And then increase, I guess we cannot increase power in planes. There isn't many more planes to buy. I don't think. You can make a city as well. Make another city in the desert. Okay, so we should have 3 power in the next turn. Now we have... Well, we have 3. Okay. Your forces are now a real threat. Oh, because we're on 3 power. Marshal them wisely and you may sweep all before you. See if you can position 2 armies adjacent to the same enemy space. They will both project power onto it. Okay.
Not now, Gertrude. We're losing territory. Indeed, what Angus says, I sound like an actual Civ 2 advisor.
So now these 2 are over here, yeah? So we can also move this over here. Maybe they can be of use. Can produce some more money, I guess. I cannot. This is a little bit annoying. Slightly. So we are exerting power over here. I can move another and over here. See? And we can soon also buy. We can also do this now, which means we get more power. This might be a good thing to do. Okay, I guess you can move over here so you can all affect this place. And we can soon spend some money on that as well. But why can't I move over here? This is what I care about. There we go. Thank you. Oh, we conquered it. Let's go. Okay. Whatever type of victory you decide, yes. Alright. We are not doing very well, I would say. But we can soon own all the armies and fleets we need to win the game. Soon. Can make some money from the desert. Oh, see, we got this because of our 2 fleets. That makes sense. And we got this, and now we're gonna get this as well.
Are we though?
Eventually, we're gonna get this as well, but... See, because we have more influence over it. We got it. We lost to the Assyrians because we were not paying attention, but yeah. Have a look at the power map mode and you can see what's going on. Yeah, you can see in the... Bam. Alright. Alright. Main menu. We don't have super much more time, but I am gonna do this on my own at some point. But so, I guess this last bit is more of an illustration of what the game is about, right?
Yeah.
So you're still of the same opinion.
I just don't get it. I probably need to play it myself.
You need to
because
play it
when
yourself, yeah.
When you're not behind the buttons, it's really hard to sometimes get these
Yeah.
games. But
So what
let's say I won't pay money for it.
So another thing I want to show before we go, and then I can also give my final ideas about the game as well, is that when you want to go for a single player, it gives you these options like as a map and where you can play, right? So you can play in the Fertile Crescent, in the bountiful floodplains of the Tigris and Euphrates, sustain teeming cities ruled by priests and kings, but uniting the Fertile Crescent under one ruler is a task for a god. You can play in Asia with a lot more cultures. You can play in the Indus Valley. You can choose 3 others. The Ganges Plain, China, the Mediterranean, which has a lot of things you can play with. Greece specifically, the Near East more broadly. So that's about it. Yeah, it has a lot. There are some places, as you might see, that are not really represented, right? So we have Asia, parts of Asia, and we have the Mediterranean and the Near East. So still Asia. So Asia and the Eastern Mediterranean. It doesn't have other Bronze Age worlds. So then if you, let's see, go through it, if we click the Near East, you get to choose what you would play as. And if you play the Near Eastern map, which is the one we were playing on earlier, you have the Hittites, you have the Mitanni, which is a little bit wrongly placed. They should actually be down here. You have the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Elamites, the Canaanites, and the Egyptians. And you can choose which one you play as. And of course, Greece is a rather tight map, I would say. You play as Pylos, Sparta, Mycenaeans, Athens, Thebes, or Homenos and Iolkos, which very nicely done, to be fair, because these are all like actual Bronze Age palaces. So this is what we're looking at. We're not looking at like later city-states, classical city-states. Maybe there's an argument that Athens was not as important as they make it seem here. And of course, the Sparta versus Athens thing was not a thing in the Bronze Age. But regardless, these are things we can analyze for ages, or I can analyze for ages. But the rest is like very appropriately placed. I wonder how this scenario plays out. All of it seems like a scenario-based thing, like not scenario exactly, but you're thrown in a map. I haven't seen. So what else do we have? We have the Mediterranean at large, which includes Europe.
The famous Mediterranean island of Great Britain.
Yeah. I mean, it wants to say Europe. Good night, Bruham.
Also, did you know that Flevoland was already a thing back then?
I guess. I guess. Carthaginians, Egyptians, Babylon, Hittites, Scythians, Cimmerians, Germans. I'm a little bit confused.
Germans?
Yeah, I'm like...
What?
I guess, so the thing is, a lot of the Bronze Ages don't align, right? So if you want to say like, okay, what happened in the Bronze Age in the UK or in Britain, Some you need different cultures. The same for like modern day France or whatever.
Don't mention the war. What war? Which one
Yeah.
of the two?
I like that it has like a big map of China where you can play as different dynasties. This is really nice actually, because it doesn't oftentimes also in Civ, right? You get like China as this one big thing, and
China. You mean China?
yeah, and it wasn't this one big thing. There were multiple dynasties and there's a lot of cultures, and the same for
I mean, is that for
I
most
guess.
like non-19th century nations in Civ?
Yeah. If you play as Asia in general, basically it's Central and Southeastern Asia and Eastern Asia. You have the Harappans, of course, the Kuru, the Oxus civilization, the Huns, which are a little bit later,
Way
maybe.
are also the Huns not way more to the west?
They should be a bit over yonder. Like, yeah, they should be a little bit more to the west. But you can also play as the Polynesians. If Angus would like to play as the Polynesians, we can make a playthrough. Fertile Crescent we already saw. I don't know what this is all about, but anyway.
What's this? Because
It is this icon in the middle icon. I don't know which culture it is.
I mean, you can open it and then you
Yeah.
can see it. It's probably Marco Polo.
It is the Assyrians, actually. Wow, why? I guess they were like, everybody has a flipping beard, and they didn't give the Assyrians a beard. What is this? Why did they not give the Assyrians a beard?
Triggered.
Oh my god. Insulted. I guess we went through all of them. So it has a lot of variability, right? So we've been bashing the game a little bit, but also I really like. I'm very conflicted because it has a ton of variability in it. It has all these different maps. It has a beautiful art style. You can play as many different cultures, and in a way, it does a little bit of stereotypizing cultures. Like, okay, this culture is scholarly, this culture is militant, but it doesn't play into like, here, have this very unique unit and have this very unique thing that's only on this culture. And it's like, yeah, but it really wasn't. So by stripping down a little bit, in a way, it allows more historical.
Yeah, but I do wonder where
What's the story?
why. Yeah.
The
So
story mode
story
was-
mode campaign
is
is
what
that
we were playing. Yeah,
so? Did you just make the story mode of a tutorial? It's a tutorial, right?
I guess I don't know if there's something else after this, because we didn't win. Maybe there
So,
is, maybe there isn't. But
Um, I just don't get why they went with the whole story of Gertrude and then not have anything else with it.
yeah, that
Like the 4X part, as in just the single player game, doesn't involve her, I guess.
Oh no, it does not. So I don't know. It also has multiplayer, which I can see how it has multiplayer in with this type of like gameplay, because it's quite, yeah, equal between the cultures.
And I mean,
balanced.
having the story campaign as a tutorial isn't that weird. I mean, it happens more often
Yeah,
than not. But
but then I wonder what is the tutorial. If you click like the tutorial,
yeah, but maybe it's more like, oh, there's more story mode to come or something, but we haven't finished it yet.
yeah, that's on me, of course, because you are the Forex expert.
Yeah, but like if you click story mode, it's not like it seems there's like
It
more.
doesn't seem like there's anything else. The visual style is nice. Yeah, the visual style I think is really pretty. So there's a lot to say I think about the game, and I think it's worth playing it a bit more to actually understand how the game is like properly played, and not be a noobish player like me in this case. But yeah, I am also like, why did you go with this very colonial, very yeah, I don't know. That's my conflict, basically. But the music is very nice. The feeling that the game gives you is very nice. It has a lot of things going for it. You know what I mean?
I'm just reading some Steam reviews.
And what are you getting from the Steam reviews is the question. I went through some of the Steam reviews, and it did, you know, it did get some praise. Let's go back to Frozen Omar over here. There we go.
I mean, some reviews are it's nitpicking, but just to be fair, that on the fence, some UI elements seem a bit geared towards aesthetics than
Mhm.
practicality.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we've been saying.
Yeah.
Also, it's more a board game than 4X.
What Angus said as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is more board game than a 4X. Like, I can see very well how this could work. How this could work as a board game. But on the other hand, it feels pretty laid back. Right? You don't really. You're just there and you just play the game.
Yeah,
and,
but you can still lose, right? I mean,
Yeah, but laid back doesn't mean you can't lose. Laid back means you don't have to have 100% of your attention on it. Or you can, like. It has this vibey music that we're still hearing, right? And
yeah, but so for me, laid back is where you can like take hours.
we don't
For
know
single game,
how long a single game can take because we.
Yeah,
you
fair,
know.
but yeah.
Although it doesn't look like. Well, if we get back into the game really quickly, like some of these maps are pretty flipping big, right? Although they all seem kinda cluttered. Like if you play here, how many hexagons are there to actually play with?
Not a lot.
We don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's have a very quick look. Let's get the Hittites, of course. Difficulty, medium. Imperialist, it does something. New cities don't cost more than previous one, blah blah blah. So it does have Hittite chariots shake the earth, and their weapons are forged from fallen stars. It has difficulty, novice, student, graduate, scholar. Of course, we are scholars. And then it also is like tutor, professor, and master, which it pets a little bit my academic ego. I also don't know what's the rank that is master above professor, because master is when you complete your master. So that's a little bit
It's
of a
just to like bother all the academics.
triggered. And then if we start the game, yeah, see, like all of a sudden, the hexagons are so much big, like they take up so much more space of the map. So the map size does not remain the same, but it is actually what you see. Like the map is exactly what you see. It's like you're playing on the minimap. Which has, I guess, it retains the amount of time you can spend in the game.
Yeah, so many of the reviews I'm now reading are like, yeah, it's quicker than Civ, and it's a 4X where you can just like play a game in an hour.
Yeah.
Which I get, but I'd say it's not a 4X.
You would say it's not a 4. Yeah, I mean,
No, because there's no exploring, right? I mean,
there is no exploring, and there is also, in a way, I mean, there is expansion, but there are no real battles. Like you don't see your armies fighting. You just place them, and then based on the influence that you have, then you just get the territory or not. And that's like there's no. It says it like Bell was all about war and how civilization is always about war in the end, but you actually never engage in war. Interestingly enough.
no, it just happens, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
the thing just happens.
people do it for you.
You don't even like. There's not even two things clashing. It's like, we have to move back now because the others are more powerful. Let's move a bit back.
Yeah. So I'd say so. For my opinion, now I think I feel they're a little bit riding on the 4X vibe, which technically it's not a 4X.
Yeah.
But also, I wouldn't know how to describe it any different than a 4X. Like how you
Just
turn-based
game.
turn-based strategy tile simulator.
Like a digital risk, basically. Right?
Yeah, or 3X because it's got all the kind of does have the other 3 X's, right?
It's a 3x. We've lost.
It's an XXX game.
We lost an X along the way. It's fine. A turn-based strategy game where you explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. You don't explore. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. So that's, and I feel the explore is one of the like main parts.
I mean, you can play Civ on a revealed map, right?
You can,
Yeah.
but that's not standard. As in, and you could still have a like a randomly generated map,
Yeah.
which is different every time you play it.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just set to like 6, 7 maps.
I guess, yeah. I mean, also at the same time, you have to consider that it's a smaller studio.
I mean,
right?
yeah,
This is
fair
not-
of course,
this
fair
is
of
not,
course, yeah.
Firaxis,
Yeah.
so they also can only do so much. And given how much research seems to have gone into this game to like, okay, make nice aesthetics of the maps, make the maps look good, make sure that the civilizations are correct and stuff. I don't know how if it's a ton of research, but it looks like they at least took care of their things, you know?
Yeah, but then again, if they like with the whole Gear to Rebel thing,
That is.
if it doesn't like,
highly
if there's
problematic.
nothing more than like 2 hours of gameplay, I feel that's might be a little bit
Yeah.
wasted potential there, so to say.
It does feel like there is a little bit of wasted potential, yeah. I can see. So, I would say as a final verdict, because we're already like past our time. Although I guess you're not working tomorrow, so so you're chill. Or a nice 2X's, Angus, where you just explore. In a way, you also just explore because you don't really. I mean, you exploit in quotes.
I mean, you basically
sorry,
just expand.
You expand.
Yeah, it's an axe.
You expand, and you kinda exploit, but also not really because the land never stops yielding. And you do exterminate because you can actually, like, completely overtake your enemies. Although somebody will win before that. So also not exterminate because the win conditions are always like wonders. So you just expand, yeah. It's a single X game. It's a strategy expansion game. There. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but for my final verdict, I would say I will play this a bit more, if only because it's for the period of interest for me, and I have like things that I personally I would like to look more into. I appreciate the laid back aspect of it. I don't mind that it's not like super hardcore 4X, but then again, I am not a hardcore 4X player. And if I
No,
like,
nor am I.
right. So if I zoom out from this is like a brand new 4X game and just see it as a game about a strategy game about the Bronze Age, it's kind of chill. I kind of dig it. Yeah. So I'll play more of it and see where it goes.
Yeah.
What's
Sure.
your final verdict?
So it's always really hard to make a really verdict if you haven't played it yourself.
Yeah, based on what you saw.
But I mean, I get that, you know, like I like the art style, I like the music, I like the ploinks when you place a tile.
Yeah.
I just feel like they, during development, were like stuck between, we want to make a 4X game.
Yeah.
And, we want to make a laid-back strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel it's a little bit of both, and therefore not good in either, like not really good in either of those both aspects.
Yeah.
Like the whole power thing, it's not like we've not played games like this before, but we just couldn't. I think we just don't understand how it works.
Yeah, I guess that's so. I am also gonna take a little bit of the blame of like maybe if I paid a little bit more attention, or if you were playing it, we would have figured it out.
Yeah, but then again, if you like market it as a laid back game, then the whole point of actually needing to really pay attention to get something, So you see that's like,
I think
that's where I get the feeling they were a little bit on what do we actually want to make.
I think that the biggest problem with the power mechanic was that it works very differently from the other 3 resources. So you have 4 resources that they're all portrayed the same. They all upgrade in the same way.
They're all passive, as
They're
in
all passive, but this one you don't gain it. You have to maintain it, so it's an upkeep cost constantly.
which like historically kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel,
And
but
it's fine. It's as a mechanic, I don't think it's bad. I think that what doesn't work is the way that's implemented in the UI, because it's a different thing. It's not the same thing as the rest.
and also just like the way it's portrayed in it only comes into play in the last
the last tutorial.
story thingy.
Okay, but that makes sense if it's like a tutorial style story, right?
Yeah,
I don't mind
yeah,
that per se.
but I'd say take a fifth one, as in take 5 story parts, where you like
Yeah, okay.
have one where you just have the power thingy, and then have one where it's just everything. But that's me.
Yeah, well, I can see that. All right. Well, I think we had a good. We got a good idea of the game. Not clear if we're gonna play this again or not next week. Depends a bit if you.
I mean, there's also the red game, so I mean,
there are a bunch of games out there that we kind of.
I mean, we will have to play the red game, right? I mean, it's.
Yep. Also, we have actually, for a change, we have a proper schedule for upcoming week. Red game for the win. Yeah, red game is going to happen. Don't worry. The plague will be laid. We have on Thursday, we have Times New Roman and Tranurs playing the Valiant. And if we cringed a little bit with this game, I'm afraid what's going to happen with the Valiant. I'm genuinely afraid about the historical cringe that we're gonna feel. But yeah, it's a game about being becoming
Valiant.
becoming a Grand Crusader for the Templar Order. Make of that what you will. That's on Thursday.
Oh, that sounds pretty shitty.
Yeah. Thursday at 9 and Friday at 1:15. Leiden Quarter at play. At 1:15, Angus and myself. We're joined by art historian and specialist on glass pane windows, Arthur Krusk. I would not say Kruk. I'm not sure how the last name is pronounced. I'm sorry, Arthur, for slaughtering your name. And we're going to be playing a board game. In fact, we're going to be playing Sagrada, which is a board game where you get to make glass pane windows for Sagrada Familia, I guess. So, there. That's going to be happening on Friday at 1:15.
Angus, if there's even one day's food in there, I'm pulling the cord of the emergency political parachute.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's probably going to be one in there. I can...
yeah. Well, anyway, I will reserve all my cringes for Thursday and see what happens. All right.
Well, it's going to be, yeah.
And with that, I think we will say goodnight. Thank you for being with us all the way through. And stay happy and stay
healthy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.